Well, with the first day of school comes the first true day on the job for the new dean at the Desautels Faculty of Music and the School of Art. Stephen Runge was first announced as the new dean back in January after serving as head of the Department of Music at Mount Allison University in New Brunswick for over a decade. And with the new school year and a new position comes new opportunity for Runge and for the School of Music and the School of Art, who will have a wide variety of community offerings to share with Winnipeg and beyond. Ahead of that first full day on campus with students, Stephen Runge joins us here on Classic 107. Thanks for taking the time.
No problem. Nice to talk with you, Nolan.
Of course. So first of all, I've got to ask, how are we feeling about the first day? After all these years in institutions and university settings, do the butterflies still hit, or is it more or less par for the course still?
September is always a really exciting time. I mean, it's only been, I think, 1 or 2 years of my life when I had a fall sabbatical where I wasn't going back to school, either as a student myself or working at a university. So September, the beginning of September is always fantastic in terms of energy, getting people back to campus. Everyone is energized after a summer away. For me, I've spent a really busy summer getting to know my colleagues, my faculty and staff, and colleagues across campus, and planning, of course, for the year ahead. And the part that's been missing throughout the last 4 months for me, of course, has been the students. I arrived just in time to see the last few recitals and to see the BFA and MFA shows in the School of Art. But apart from that, it's been a quiet couple of buildings around here. So now that this week, classes start tomorrow, and today's welcome day for the new students. It's really exciting to feel the campus filling up again and feeling that energy of back to school.
Absolutely. You've been, as you mentioned, meeting with some of your colleagues in the Faculty of Music and in the School of Art. What are some of the conversations that you've been having as you get yourself set up for these first days with students back on campus?
Yeah, well, we've really been doing a lot of kind of new initiatives on both sides. In terms of music, the last couple of years have seen them do a pretty substantial curriculum review that I've been just joined at the very kind of last moments of finalizing some of these details. We're going through the process of launching a few new programs. We have several new courses that are being offered this year in music, trying to widen the types of music that we cover, the different genres. So we have courses on gospel music, courses on hip hop. We have sound production courses. So we're trying to, draw on the experience of our faculty, both our full-time faculty, but also the many, talented musicians and music producers and songwriters that we have all in Winnipeg, and draw on their expertise to broaden the range of offerings that we're able to have here in the faculty.
And we'll get to some of those offerings here in just a second, because there is, you're right, a wide range of new and exciting programming taking place at the University of Manitoba in the School of Art and the School of Music. But first, to touch on something that happened over the summer, you've already had to face a significant challenge in your tenure as dean with the news last month that a U of M violin professor had been arrested in connection with a historical sexual assault. What steps are you taking as an administration as students return to campus to ensure their safety and their well-being in the wake of this news?
Yeah, of course, we take all complaints, of such of this nature very, very seriously at the university. And the Faculty of Music for the last probably decade actually has been offering a number of services for students to support them in all kinds of ways related to mental health and related to wellness. Most importantly, maybe we've had an embedded counselor who works directly in the Faculty of Music for 2 days a week. So a counselor that students are able to access, to make appointments to see on a regular basis. And this is in addition to the broader counseling services that are offered for all students by the University of Manitoba. In addition, at the faculty, we have a regular series of events, workshops, concerts called Middays, which take place throughout the year. And several of these every semester are dedicated specifically to issues around wellness and issues around mental health. So it's certainly something that students I know are interested in and wanting to learn more about. And certainly it's something that the faculty is supporting them in that way. There's a dedicated wellness room as well, a place where students can go and relax. It's a quiet space. They could do yoga or meditation. A place to kind of get away from what you can imagine will very soon be a very loud building here. So
Mhm.
we do offer these and have offered these kinds of supports in addition to everything that the university does on a wider scale as well, specifically for our students in the Faculty of Music.
Okay, good to know that those supports are there and in place as students have maybe been reading about this story over the last number of months and as they've been, or number of weeks, I should say, and as they are returning to campus. As they return to campus, you mentioned there is going to be plenty of noise because of all these events that are taking place, a good noise, of course. Those events starting in September and going into early October when it comes to homecoming events specifically. What can you tell us about what to expect with those?
That's right. Well, it'll be my first homecoming here at the University of Manitoba, but I understand that the homecoming concert, which this year is taking place on Friday, September 19th, is always a highlight of the year, of the fall. Certainly, it's the kickoff really to our public activities here in the Faculty of Music. So beginning at 7 o'clock, it's a free concert that takes place in the fantastic Desautels Concert Hall for about 35 to 40 minutes. And then there are three other venues around the Taché Hall where audience members can go and listen to some jazz, listen to some vocal music, listen to some chamber music, hear some of our students performing as well as some faculty. So it's a fantastic way to launch our year. Hear many of the types of music and many of the talented faculty and students that we have here at the Faculty of Music. And it's a free concert, so you can't beat that for a Friday night in September.
I should say not. So there's also something for everyone when it comes to the learning opportunities that are offered at the Desautels Concert Hall. What can you tell us about what students can learn from the Desautels Concert Series, which is also being launched in the coming weeks here?
Right. So this is a new event for us, a new initiative. But the Desautels Concert Hall opened last year, and it's a fantastic venue for anyone who hasn't experienced it in terms of acoustics, in terms of the types of events that take place are really phenomenal in terms of their range. Both events that are put on by the Faculty of Music, but also external events as well. I saw at some of the jazz festival over the summer. I know there's been many concerts last year, and will continue on in the future from Manitoba Chamber Orchestra, Winnipeg Symphony. But so we decided that it was time that we have our own concert series that really features our faculty and what they can do. So we have a 6-concert series that we're going to launch. The first concert is on Sunday, September 28th, and features my colleagues Mel Braun, baritone, and pianist Laura Lowen, along with the rock band Wonder. And they're going to be doing a kind of a contemporary take on Schubert's Winterreise song cycle. So that launches the series on September 28th. They're all Sunday concerts, mostly at 2 o'clock p.m. Going forward from there, in October, we have a concert that features our jazz faculty. Moving into the winter, in January, we have 2 concerts. Melody McIver is going to release their new album. And then we have the Winnipeg Chamber Winds Collective, directed by Jackie Dawson, later that month in January. And then the last 2 concerts, one welcomes back pianist Edmund Daw, who's now Dean Emeritus from the Faculty of Music. He'll be performing a piano recital on the fantastic Yamaha CFX Grand that we have in the hall. And then the season will end in a very celebratory way with the Winnipeg Baroque Brass Choir, directed by Andrew Balfour and Richard Gillis. So it's a series that's designed to showcase a very, very wide range of music and all of the fantastic things that our faculty are doing. So tickets will soon be available either as single tickets or as subscription packages. And we'll very shortly have all that information available on our website, which simply is umanitoba.ca/music.
And we will be linking those events at our website as well, classic107.com, and on the Classic 107 app. I'm sure that as a piano professor yourself, Stephen, you've also been eyeing that Yamaha piano in the hall. Any chance we'll get to hear you feature your talents as well?
Well, possibly for that homecoming concert, you may hear a little bit of my work at the piano. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Excellent. So in addition to learning from concert opportunities, there's also in learning from classroom opportunities, especially from visiting musicians that are coming to campus. In particular, I'm wondering what you can tell us about the learning that will be provided by your new artist in residence this semester.
That's right. We're very excited that this year we have Patty Kusteruk, the North American Fiddler Hall of Fame member, as our artist in residence. So Patty has already been involved in the Faculty of Music in years past, but we're very happy to expand her role this year. In addition to offering one-on-one fiddling lessons for Faculty of Music students, she's also teaching a course this fall, Fiddling Across the Country, which is designed to explore the diverse fiddling tradition right across Canada. And in addition to listening to fiddle music, and talking about it, of course, we will also have actual fiddlers come in as guests in the course as well. In addition, we're reaching out, Patty's going to be reaching out and working with younger students in the Sistema program, which is run in conjunction with the Winnipeg Symphony. So middle school, high school students from the Sistema program will also be working with Patty, and there'll be a showcase to bring all of this together in March of next year in the concert hall.
Fabulous. So, okay, that's a lot of happenings in the School of Music here, Stephen. But of course, there's also plenty happening at the School of Art next door. That includes something that I noticed called the Visiting Curators Project. More artists from outside of the sort of day-to-day U of M campus life coming in to offer their expertise as well.
Absolutely. Maybe before we get to that, I'll just quickly give a plug for another homecoming-related event. It's actually on October 3rd, Friday, the October 3rd. So after the big homecoming celebrations of the weekend of September 19th or 20th, but the School of Art is doing its own community homecoming. A great chance, if you haven't been to the Art Lab, to come in to see how wonderful that building is, and to get a chance to visit many studios and see our faculty at work doing printmaking or ceramics or sculpture, and just to get a sense of the many activities that happen in the School of Art and in Art Lab. So that's on Friday, October 3rd. And then moving forward, as you mentioned, on October 16th, a Thursday night beginning at 7 o'clock. And again, this is in the concert hall. We have a capstone event for a project that's been running for the last few years. So sponsored by Michael Nesbitt, the School of Art has brought in 3 visiting curators over the past years who have put on exhibitions in the School of Art Gallery, given talks, worked with students. And now these 3 curators are coming back to campus. So we have Grace Davini, who's now the Associate Curator of Photography and Media at the Art Institute of Chicago. Also Shalaka Jadhav, who is a researcher, a curator, an urban planner based in Toronto, and then Lillian O'Brien Davis, who's an associate curator in Regina at the Mackenzie Art Gallery. So the 3 of them are coming back. They have produced publications, which will be for sale. They'll talk about the experience, the guest curator experience, and what they've been doing since then. We'll have Erica DeFreitas, who's a visual artist and a performance artist, give a performance, but Erica has also contributed to the publications. And all of these people will kind of come together in a round table moderated by Nick Wilson, who's also based in Saskatchewan. So it'll be a really exciting way to look back on the experience that these 3 curators have had over the last years, and where they're looking to move forward in the future. So again, it's a free event, 7 o'clock in the Desautels Concert Hall on Thursday, October 16th.
We'll have all of these dates for everything you've been talking about, Stephen, at our website, as I say, classic107.com, and on the Classic 107 app. As all of these events get going and all of these classes start to begin as well, what are some of the things that you're going to be looking out for and watching for in these first days as students come to campus and as you get acquainted with this new role, this new chapter in your musical life?
Well, as I said, the piece that's been missing so far in these last few months has really been the students. So I'm most looking forward to meeting them, to seeing their work, to hearing their performances, to getting to know them, and hearing what their goals are, what they're looking to do while here in art and in music, but also where they're looking to go beyond the University of Manitoba. I've really been impressed so far with the quality, the dedication, the support that our faculty are giving the students in our programs. And I would love to see in my time as Dean and Director that more people outside of campus, outside of Winnipeg, outside of Manitoba, learn about these fantastic experiences and programs that we're offering in both of these units.
Stephen Runge, new Dean of the Desautels Faculty of Music and the School of Art at the University of Manitoba. All the best for these first few days on the job for you with students around, and congratulations on the start of another school year.
Thanks very much, Nolan.